This is Eldritch Song with Seraphim, and I'm in a Masters Edition for sealed tournament. So this is my first time ever playing a Masters Edition anything. So I thought I would start off with sealed and see how that goes. Well, I guess first thing is to check out what rares I got. Alright, so I did get a dual land. That's pretty cool. Overwhelming Forces, just for all creatures target opponent controls. Draw. Wow, that's a really powerful card. Wheel of Fortune. Each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards. That's interesting. Smoke. Players can't untap more than one creature during their upkeep. Okay, sure. A Djinn. Not bad. Just a 5/6 flyer. Might mean I'm gonna play blue. That seems like a pretty good card. Alright, minion of Tevesh Zat. I don't know if that's even how you pronounce that. At the beginning of your upkeep, minion of whatever deals 2 damage to you unless you pay double black. Alright, but it looks like you can either buff your own creatures or kill theirs, but wow, a 7 cost with triple black. That seems pretty intense. Alright, well let's go back to the overall thing. So, do have a duel for black and white. That doesn't necessarily mean I want to play that, but it's something to consider. Alright, well, let's go through the artifacts. I'm going to have to learn this set as I go, so hopefully this will be like an introductory course to Master Edition. Bronze Horse, 7 with Trample. Okay. So that's an interesting card, pretty high cost. Library of Lang, give no maximum hand size. Okay, that's kind of useless. Alright, so kind of like an early version of Golem's Eye almost. Amulet of Crew, prevent the next one damage that we dealt a creature this turn. Okay, Tanos' weaponry. You may choose not to untap. Okay, target creature gets +1/+1. That's kind of, yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'm not really impressed with that one either. Untap target attacking creature you control, prevents all combat damage that will be dealt to and by that creature this turn. Okay, I can see some applications for that. Okay, that's not a terrible card. Regenerate Clay Statue, okay. Clockwork Swarm. This is a complicated one. Alright. At the end of combat, if Clockwork Swarm attacked or blocked. Okay, so whenever you attack a block, you lose a counter. But then you can apparently rebuff your creature afterwards, so that's not that. I guess that's kind of interesting. Might Stone, attacking creatures. I guess that applies to everybody. I don't know if I want to really give everybody a buff. Alright, so Primal Clay is a good card. I'm going to bring that one in, and that's what that one does. You can either become a 3/3, a 2/2, or a 1/6. We actually talked about that in our last podcast. Alright, that's interesting. Target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable. Prevent all damage we dealt to you this turn by creatures with flying. Planar Gate. Creature spells you cast cost up to... Okay, so Planar Gate seems cool. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but decreasing all my casting costs by that much seems pretty awesome. So we got some artifact removal, that's interesting. Sandstorm, I don't see myself playing that. Destroy target artifacts, throw that over there. Whenever opponent casts an artifact spell, okay, not impressed by that. Not impressed by that. All creatures able to block, okay, that's no. Gaia's Avenger, equal to the number of equal to 1 plus the number of artifacts your opponents control. Maybe. Alright, I guess just a generic 3/4. Okay, and can't be blocked by more than one. Actually, seems pretty interesting. Alright, so sack an artifact. Don't really like that. Don't like that goblin. Not impressed by Smoke. Alright, so that's okay. Wheel of Fortune's kind of, yeah. Goblin Caves. I'm not really into goblins. I don't think I'm going to be playing any of these cards. Alright, so red's not really an option as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so let's check out black. Dark Rituals, solid. Target creature can't be regenerated. Nah, it's kind of limited, I think. Enchanted creature gets -2, -1. That's not bad. Terror's obviously good. Alright, sacrifice a creature, destroy target artifact. Okay, sure. That might be a main deckable. Right. Maybe. I'll put that right there. Enchant artifact. No, I don't think I want to enchant any artifacts. Sack a land. Ew. But it's still a flyer and it's 3/2. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright, that seems pretty good. Can't be blocked except by... Okay, so it's got fear. I like that. Okay, at the end of combat, put a paralyzation counter on each creature blocking or blocked by Dread White and tap those creatures. Ah, okay, I like that. If we're gonna go black, might as well go big. Minion. Destroy. And yeah, it's also big. Alright, so black looks like a pretty good option. Gonna throw those down there. Sleight of hand. Okay, that's a decent card. Never familiar. Familiar enters the battlefield, draw a card, discard a card. Okay, I can respect that. Sure. Counter target creature spell, okay. Prodigal Sorcerer. Alright, that's good. Draw a card for each tapped. Okay, that's not bad. Beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice. That's still not. Yeah, that's okay. Sea Serpent can attack. Oh, okay, well, I don't want a Sea Serpent. Put that over there. And the Djinn. Alright, so blue looks pretty good. Almost all the cards that are playable. Healing Salve, though, that's also pretty solid. Look at my Swords of Plowshare. That's nice. 2 reach guys. A bird. Beginning of your end step, if a creature was put into a graveyard from the battlefield this turn, put a carry-on counter. Right. Okay, it's okay. It's whatever. It's decent, I guess. Divine Offerings is okay. More vultures. Okay, I guess that's okay, but I don't like the upkeep. That's World Enchantment, right. Okay, so the only thing that I really like about white is the fact that there are 2 Swords to Plowshares in there. Everything else is a bit eh. I'd rather play blue. Oops, let me fix that. I would definitely rather play blue. That's actually 22 playables right there. Look at that. Look at that curve. I'm not impressed. So let's see if there are any cards that are kind of weak here that might want to... So Sleight of Hand, actually not too bad. Drown, Zombie Works, Familiar seems reasonable. False Summoning, Prodigal Sorcerer seems pretty good. Theft of Dreams seems okay. That flyer looks sweet. But I'm not sure whether we want Theft of Dreams or not. Let's see. That one just seems good. If this format really is that slow, it would be nice to get all the way up there. So we are pretty heavy black. That just seems pretty sweet. I like that a lot. Fear. Just a mediocre guy. Okay. And Plenar Gate seems pretty awesome in a deck that has so many big beefy creatures. Like being able to cast this guy for 6 instead of 8 seems, or this guy for 5 instead of 7 seems pretty awesome. Alright, so I guess that looks okay. And the only thing I would consider doing here would be like to pull in Scrubland and splash like Swords to Plowshares. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking about doing. I'm not sure how reasonable that is, really. Because Swords to Plowshare just seems like awesome. I'm not sure what I would take out. I'm sure there are a lot of things that I could take out potentially. Okay, well, let's see. The ones I'm not sure about. False summoning a thing's okay. Theft of Dreams seems for each tapped creature an opponent controls. I don't know, that still seems pretty good. Drowned seems okay. All Familiar seems okay. Let It Pan. I mean, everything seems pretty good in here. I don't really want to remove anything. I could always splash later. And I do have a mine, a power plant, and a tower, so, you know, might as well add. I don't see any reason not to have all three of those in there, just in case. I'm not sure whether that's the right play or not, but to my mind, it doesn't really seem that big of a deal to have all three of to have those three in there in case you end up drawing all three. All right, so let's add some land here. So we've got a whole ton of black, and all the blue just costs 1. So really, I need to have a lot of black and not. Blue's not that big of a deal. So let's say we have room for 15 more land. You know, with this kind of heavy commitment to black, I don't really want to play these 3 actually. I'd rather just play like 10 and 8 and be 11 and 7. Okay, well, Magic Online thinks 11 and 7 looks fine. I guess to me that seems pretty good. I like 11 and 7. I'm happy with that. Alright, so there's the deck I built. I'm not sure whether I made the right choices or not, but it seems to me like those are some pretty good cards that I've got in there so far. I'm not sure how good the ones I left out are. I don't really like that. The Ogress seems, I don't know, it just seems weak to me. And a bit heavy costed. And yeah, red just seemed weak. Green seemed kind of weak, and I didn't really see too many artifacts in here that I was really impressed by. So we do have Primal Clay and Plenar Gate. Alright, so that's the deck. I think, well, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure whether or not this will be enough, but at least we'll get some experience with Masters Edition the way when we start doing some drafts later, you know, putting the videos up for that. You know, we have a bit more exposure to the format. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and I'll see you guys in Game 1.